The story you're about to see is true. The location of these plants has been changed to protect the innocent. This is the city, Santa Barbara, California. Some call it paradise, mountains and ocean views, classic architecture and exotic gardens. But drive down any street in any neighborhood and you'll find them there, sometimes in broad daylight. People perpetrating pointlessly pitiful pruning on peaceful plants. My name is Billy Goodnick, and I run the Crimes Against Horticulture division. Actually, there's no such thing, but wouldn't it be cool if there were? My mission is to help my community create beautiful, useful, sustainable landscapes. Plants that don't look like a bunch of UFOs, meatballs, and hockey pucks. It was a chilly Thursday morning, an early winter drizzle misting over Santa Barbara's rooftops and windshields. A good day to stay inside and catch up on reports. Little did I know my day was going to be shaken after Jane dropped off a new case with a twist. Okay, I've seen some deviant garden behavior in my life, but never such an example of breaking Plant Code 432, use of excessive restraint for horticultural gratification. Okay, the first offense is it just looks downright weird, maybe even kinky. Another problem is that cargo straps don't stretch, which is why we see up in this corner, it's starting to cut into the branches of the tree. Now what that does is reduces the amount of fluids that can run up and down the plant, and that eventually weakens the plant. You could even see this branch falling off at some point. The other problem here is that this form of rigid staking makes the plant completely dependent on the stake for the rest of its life, and that's not a good thing. One way to prevent excessive staking is to reduce the canopy of the tree initially and open it up so that it doesn't have to bear so much weight and that the wind can move through it. Another thing is that most trees that you buy in a commercial nursery are staked only for the purposes of growing them, so they're tied very tightly to the stake. What we want to do is remove the nursery training stake, get a more stout stake, and put it away from the plant enough that we can use this sort of tie to gently tie the plant, just enough to support it, but allowing it to move a little bit with the breezes. That way the trunk gets stronger over time and it's not dependent on the stake. And once the tree is able to support itself, just remove the stake and let the plant do its thing. Now in this case, it looks like the tree separated and started forking early on, and there's a really good chance that the reason it was staked that way, the reason it was tied up, is because it started splitting. If that does occur and you notice a severe split in the crotch of any branch or base of a tree, time to call a certified arborist, have the tree inspected for safety reasons. Well, it looks like the streets of Santa Barbara are safe again. Jane, if you wouldn't mind filing this, and you know, why don't you take the rest of the day off? I'm going to have some fun doing some shredding of my own.